All right, guys. Welcome to RiverCity-Media. Welcome to the Tyler Vann Show. Coach, I'm happy. The videos fill up a screen now. You can see them. Maybe we can get some even comments on them later down the road.
That's right. I actually did not hear a word in my. Hang
on. Well, let's.
I got you now. I think
you got me. I said you can see the videos now. Maybe down the road you can actually make a comment on a play and see something there. You know, we can expand a little bit on it because we can actually see the blocking and the tackle. Last week it looked like we're looking at a spy camera.
Oh yeah, that looked way better. We can get that. We can move on.
All right.
Where I can draw on it, be real good.
But I'm working on that. Don't even think I ain't working on it. Up in the corner from Sylvania, Alabama, about 50 years ago, graduate Howie Chaney. How are you today, Howie?
Hello, guys. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing good.
Awesome. Appreciate y'all taking the time out to join us tonight.
Sir.
I know y'all have a big game coming up this week, but, take a few minutes away from it and answer a few crazy questions from this guy and some X's and O's from the other guy.
All right.
Yeah, we got a viewer question or two we might throw at you tonight. That sounds good. But let's introduce y'all first. Our players of the game, Zach Anderson, Ashton Cooley. Ashton, let's start with you. What class you in, what position you play, and why are you on every huddle highlight I see?
I'm a junior, and I play offensive tackle and defensive end. And just do what I just play good, I guess.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a little ego. You do jump off the film. Now, Zach, you had a big game this week. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a junior. I play slot receiver and safety. And I just do what the coaches tell me.
All right. Did I see you getting a ball on a handoff this week a time or two? Or am I just imagining that?
I think I did it a couple times.
It was Oregon time, scored on it. Wasn't supposed to be a handoff, it was supposed to be a pitch, but it is what it is.
It got handed off, but it still looked good.
Right.
All right, Coach, let's start there. Big win over a top 10 component. Sacks, always a good football program. Opened up the gates. Great way to come out and open the season. Scored on the first 3 drives.
Yeah, we come out ready to play. Guys had a really good week of practice, and I think it translated to Friday night. Our defense played really well. Defensive game plan was really good. We got lined up right. That's crazy what happens when you get lined up right and you do what you're supposed to do and you make plays. And then on the other end of it, offensively, down to starting center and Aspen Cooley steps in, does a really good job for us at center. And guys moved shuffle a little bit. They played really good on offense first 3 drives. We played okay throughout the game. We held. We had some penalties on offense to kind of shut down drives. But other than that, I was very pleased with all 3 phases of the game. We got to fix our hold on field goal. That was probably the downfall of the special team units was probably the worst part of special teams, but everything else I was pleased with. We have a lot to get better at. We're trying to get better this week at them at the same time as preparing for a really good Piedmont team and a chance to put yourself in the driver's seat in the region. But overall, sacks game, really good.
One question we got the offense, what I could see, and on a viewer question from Roger, I appreciate those. Since I didn't get to see the whole game except in film, he said you were really balanced. Was that a goal of yours coming into the game, was to stay balanced? I know you talk about breaking trends. Was this a break in a way, or were you 50-50 pass, 50-50 run?
Well, we was actually 70-30 run the other night. I think it was like 72-28 actually, and we try to stay balanced, and we were pretty balanced. If you just sit back watching the game, we threw the ball 20 times, but we snapped the ball 70 times. So if we're snapping the ball 71 times, we're going to win a lot of football games. So we snapped the ball a lot, which kind of, we want to throw the ball around 20 times. But if we're running the ball successfully, we're not just going to throw it just to say we threw it. We're going to mix in play action. We're going to throw the ball when they're giving us, what we want to see on the back end. But we try to stay balanced, and I thought play calling kind of leaned more towards the run because we were having success running the football. We just got to do a better job of not holding downfield. A lot of times it wasn't always our linemen that were holding. We had a few receivers that was holding downfield, and hopefully we get that fixed and get ready to go this week.
And Jax was very affected in those 20 attempts too, and that's when you're really rolling, when you have 20 attempts for over 200 yards.
Right. Yeah, we had a bunch of big plays in the past game, and I think that's been our identity since last year. It was our identity. We had big plays in the past game. We threw it a lot last year. We had a lot of big plays throwing the ball, and this year we had a few good plays throwing it. We missed out on probably 3 or 4 long touchdowns throwing the football Friday night where the ball was just overthrown. We actually dropped one, and then we just kind of missing receivers here or there, But Nine's getting better. He's had a good week of practice so far this week. And I think he's going to get a lot of things fixed Friday night.
Awesome, Coach. Let's go to these two young men. Ashton, Coach didn't talk about you sliding over. Was that something you knew you were going to do all week, or when did you get the call that you might be playing a little bit out of position?
Ron Cooley. His brother played center. He stayed at tackle.
All right, never mind. Skip that. Let's go question number 2. What was game day like?
I mean, for me, it was really nerves. Like, I had really bad nerves. I couldn't really eat. But, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's just like any other game day. You just, try to get your mind right and get ready for the game. That's really about it.
When you prepare, since you play both ways, do you prepare mentally as a defensive player or an offensive player? Are you thinking about the big sack or the big block?
I mean, I'm a very big defensive guy, but I mean, I play both ways, so I really try to just do it, everything right on both sides since I play both ways.
All right, let's move on. Let's move. We got a comment from Stephen Cooley, and he said Ashton Cooley equals defense. So I think that, or defense. So I think Coach is grinning over there a little bit. So I'll just go with that. All right, Zach. What was game day like? It was hot. It was loud, and a bunch of people was there.
I enjoy it. I try to just watch film and just see what the defenders do, how they line up, so I can know what routes I can beat them on. And on defense, I'll look at the receivers, see how good they are running routes, and just try to be the best I can, be prepared for it.
Zach, now I usually don't talk about touchdown celebration, but you had one of the best ones going. You got about 3 chest bumps going off the field, buddy. You didn't get one from Coach, though. What would it take to get Coach to give you a chest bump coming off the field?
I have no idea.
Coach, 50-yard run or 50-yard catch, that might get it, or
That might get it.
That might get it. Okay.
About 4 of them this Friday would get one.
All right. That challenge a little bit. Zach, same question to you. When you're preparing, are you thinking about making that big play down the field or getting that pick off? Or we know Coach likes to have his defensive backs tackle physical, making that big hit.
It's kind of balanced. I try to keep it balanced as I can because I want to do the best I can on offense and on defense. So I do my best to balance it out. So that way I don't screw up anything.
All right, Howie Chaney. It's all you, buddy.
I asked your man John Seals broadcast the game Friday night, and it seemed like every time sacks, as soon as they snapped the ball, you or Kittle was in the backfield, man. What was y'all seeing, or what allowed you to do that?
I mean, to be honest, I just knew, especially 54, I just knew he really couldn't, I guess, compete with me. I just knew I was better. I mean, I did the same exact move 4 or 5 times. You couldn't stop it. So, I mean, you just couldn't stop me, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. And Zach, you playing the safety, there's a lot of times there were 11 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Tell me a little bit about that.
Could you explain that a little bit better, please?
Well, most times when the safety is like 10 yards away from the ball, but I noticed a lot of times Friday night you was within 5 yards of the ball before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, I was keying the quarterback. That was my job Friday night.
So you was kind of like the spy then, I guess you could say.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. I'm not much on X's and O's, so that's the only thing I saw on the X's and O's part. So let's go back to the game day stuff. Y'all seen these shows before? You know the question that's coming up. Do y'all have any game day rituals that y'all like to do?
Go ahead.
I mean, not really. I watch. I mean, if it counts, I watch film before we go out. I watch little films, just to try to get my mind focused on it and see what other people did against them. To just watch film basically. That's about it, and then listen to music.
It's the same with me. I watch film for like an hour and a half, and I listen to music, and then I might even play a little bit of Madden.
Oh, nice.
It's hard to say, but I'm sure Coach Vann is excited to know that y'all are watching game film before y'all go out and play the game. You're talking about music and stuff. What music do y'all listen to? What's the music that gets you excited?
I listen to a lot, I guess, new age country. Most people, I mean, y'all probably don't like it. And then I listen to new age rap. I know Coach Vann don't like it.
Throw some names out there, Zach. Who'd you go to?
I listen to some Skillet, some Nickelback, and just a little bit of rap.
All right, man. You're in my wheelhouse. You're all right. You're all right in my book.
Good deal. When y'all came out to the field Friday night and got ready to get on the field to play, and there's a lot of people there on Sylvania's side. How does that make y'all feel knowing that the community is behind y'all?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, I love having I wish more people would show up. But I mean, it feels good having the community behind our back, and it's good to get people there to watch us because it's a better environment with more people there.
Zach, how about you?
Pretty much what he said.
Okay. One more quick question. A couple of weeks ago, we had Coach Vann on here, and it was the day that they played country music at one of the practices, and he said it wasn't a real good practice. How did y'all feel like it went that day?
I mean, I like country music. I thought it was a good day. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we would play it every day. It'd be a very good practice if we play it every day. It'd be a good practice every day.
If there's country music on, it's definitely a good day.
Yes.
You lost me there, Zach. I was with you on the Skillet, but you lost me there.
I listen if I'm not getting ready for a game, I mostly listen to country. It's 90%.
This is probably show number 15, 16 we've done with Coach Vann, and in the first 13 minutes, I've never seen him scratch his head as much as he has since y'all two have been on here.
He's a little nervous with these two on here. A little nervous. I can tell. All right, Coach. Let's get back to something I've been we did game 2 this week in Tennessee, and I asked our coach after the game, I said, every coach always talks about the improvement is game 2, first game to second game. I asked him that question. He gave me the answer. In high school football, you have a jamboree that gives you game feel. He said he felt like it was game 1 that you saw the most improvement. What's your opinion on that? Do you think you saw more between North Jackson and Sacs, or do you expect Sacs to Piedmont to even see a little more?
I think you expect to see more early in the season. You expect to see pretty big jumps every Friday night. We tackled way better this past Friday night than we did against North Jackson. I expect us to be more disciplined football team as far as penalty goes between now and next Friday night. Now, do I think we held every time they threw a flag? No, I do not. I got film to back that up, and I did send that in. But we got called for it as part of it. And if you're going to call it, be consistent with it and call it regular. And I thought they were consistent for one drive when they threw it 17 times in a row. So, but we got to do a better job of not holding and not killing ourselves. We got behind the chains a lot. There was one drive the other night. We got a first down penalty, first down penalty, first down penalty. It's 3 times in a row. It was we were backing up, but As far as your question goes, we do expect to get better each week, and I think you see a huge improvement between week 0 Jamboree and the first 4 weeks of the season. But you should see steady improvement, in my opinion, every Friday night.
All right, Coach. In watching the film and review it, and I've got some cut-ups of Braden running later on in the show we'll show, but I thought was the offensive line's best night I've seen this year between the scrimmage and this week. And you did mention you made some changes. Do you feel like the line started to gel, especially in that second quarter, a little more than it had to that point in the season?
I would say so. We first 2 quarters was really good. We scored the first 3 times we got the ball. The 4th time we'd scored. We got behind the chains. I actually think we went 3 and out that 4th time, but we got behind the chains on a false start to start the series and ended up 4th and short. We ended up putting it. We didn't want to put our defense in a tough spot. But then you look in the second half, we kind of took a step back. We had to move guys around. We had people cramps, and we had to shuffle a lot of people. We had to move our guard to tackle. We had to put a new guard in, and we hadn't had the steady lineup up front that I would like to see. With injuries and things of that nature. But every one of them's getting valuable playing time that we're going to need later in the year. We got down inside the red zone 3 or 4 times in the second half, and when you watch film, it was 1 or 2 guys stepping the wrong way, and it was the 1 or 2 guys normally that just hadn't had a lot of reps at that position. That if we just step the right way and we just do our job, whether we lose the block bad or not, if we step the right way and we attempt to pick up the right guy, we put 21 more points on the board Friday night, and it was complete missed assignments late. That was probably more so you could probably put on. It was probably more my fault than it was the kid's fault. I got to get them more reps in practice in different spots, but they got some valuable reps Friday night.
All right, let's go to Ashton. Ashton, last year you opened up with sacks too. And I'm a big believer that you feel a team early on. Was it different this year? Did you feel like your off-season program you had something you didn't have in the gas tank last year against sacks?
Yeah, it was my first game playing tackle last year, and so I had a rough night. I think I gave up 2 sacks, and it was like my first 2 sacks, and after that, I didn't give up any. It was honestly a revenge game to really show sacks my skills. It's just a revenge game.
Did you feel you said you would watch film and you didn't feel like their tackle could handle you? Did you pick up which way he was going, or just something that just made it click for you?
No, our defensive coordinator, Coach Clark, he just put me in a good position every time. We practiced if the wing or snipper, I can't really tell the difference. If he would be on one side, I know to go over there, and more likely they're probably going to run the ball my way. So he just put me in a better position to make plays. So that's all.
Right.
Coach Clark.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ash. Sorry about that.
It's Coach Clark just really making me shine.
Coach Clark's a good one. Coach Clark said we'll have Coach Clark back on soon. All right, Zach. How did you feel speed-wise with sacks? Was it something that you thought maybe overall team speed you might have a step on them, or meaning top 10 team? And everything I saw looked like y'all were flying to the ball and getting there fast.
Well, like Coach Vann says, he said you got to have energy. If you don't have energy, then you're not going to be doing any good. And like Ashton said, it was a revenge game. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better since last year in my routes and blocking.
All right. Well, I want to ask both of you a question. I'm going to show you a little film. Can y'all see? This is a little clip of what the stands look like. I want to see what that. Y'all, that's full. Classmates standing up there, people flying flags, cheerleaders cheering. It's got to feel good. Your hometown hero there. Do you ever look towards the stand and go, man, I'm lucky to be here with this kind of support?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it feels good to like see people come out and support us. I wish there was just a little bit more people there, just a little bit more. But yeah, it's a good feeling.
Keep winning now.
Plan on.
I want to ask you one other question about the defense side of the ball, and then I'll come up to you, Howie. And Coach, you too. We talked about last week North Jackson, after North Jackson, and we were trying to do our Stacks preview. Their quarterback was super mobile. And then Zach's already talked about he was kind of spying. How did you feel Coach Clark's plan worked against? I mean, give up 6 points against an explosive team. Pretty successful night on the defensive side.
It was me first. It was a really successful night defensively. Shouldn't have scored 6 points. They scored on a big play. We really made them one-dimensional. Made them throw the football. And when you make a team one-dimensional more times than not, you're going to win the football game. And we was able to do that Friday night. And them two guys right there, we didn't have an offensive player in the game. We had two defensive players in the game because the defense won us the football game. And Ashton Cooley at defensive end. Kittle did a really good job at the other end as well, the two defensive ends. As a whole, we did a really good job tackling. Number 5 led the team in tackles Friday night. He was all over the field. There was one play, he's spying the quarterback. They run a pass route. He's got to check number 3. So he checks him, and the quarterback's out the other side. And Zach runs all the way across the field and cuts him off about 8 yards down the field, which full speed. Zach was everywhere Friday night, and that's why them two are the players in the game. And the defensive plan put these two guys, our best two guys, and two of our best guys in position to make a lot of football plays Friday night.
I knew that was going to happen sooner or later this year, so I'm glad I actually caught it. Ashton, how much it was Coach Clark's kind of his plan going into the game? You feel like put you in positions to make plays. You think? Go ahead.
I mean, all week I was QB player, so like my job, because 17 was by far the best player, so my job was just not read dive, was to read Q read. So like I'm a QB player, so I try to make him hand it every time, since number 1, he wasn't as good as 17, but we'd rather have number 1 run the ball instead of 17. So.
All right, Zach. Just full of energy. You like that running down? I mean, that's what a defense back's got to love. Coach Clark's plan, were you able to put into your game?
I need you to repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
How much more about coming into the game, knowing you were spying? How much did that help you realize your assignment in that game?
It helped me a lot because I know that the quarterback was the most dangerous player, and if we could stop him, then we could win the game. And we all did our job.
Zach, with Zach's quarterback being so mobile or being able to get outside, how important is it for you to use your eyes to read the play before you react?
It's really important because if I don't read the tight end first and he runs the same, all I have to do is throw it to him and he's gone. If I make one wrong read, then it's touchdown.
I think I saw Coach smile when you said that, but I won't swear about it. Howard Chaney, go ahead.
Coach, I want to go back to you for a second. You were talking about the penalties and discipline and all that. I told several people that I felt like that you had 70 yards worth of penalties on that one drive. And you expressed it just like I did. You'd get a first down, then they'd back you up. You get a first down, then back you up. I don't want to say punishment, but how do you remedy that situation?
We got to practice not holding for one, and Coach Lee does a really good job of teaching them how to block. And it wasn't all up front. Some of it was receivers, and some of it was, in my opinion, just not very good well thrown flags. They missed some calls, I thought, and I'm always going to take my guys back. Of course, it's just who I am. But we did hold, and at times, and they did get it right. But we got to get to practice and just get better at it. I mean, and it wasn't all the holdings either. It was the false starts, which we got a backup center, but you can't put an excuse in. We'd have 4 guys jumping because the snap was late. We just got to get better at that. We're at 2nd and 4. We're working our way into the red zone. I think we're probably on the 26, 24, right in there. And at 2nd and 3, we just had a really good first down play. We get 7 yards. We're in good position. And then we go back-to-back false starts, and it puts us in 2nd and 14. So you go from, as a play caller, calling a 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, where the playbook's completely open to you, to now you're in 2nd and 14, not because of what the defense was able to do, all because of what you did to yourself by not doing your job. You're now in 2nd and 14, and now the playbook condenses down. If you know a good 2nd and 14 plays, please tell me, because I want to know, because there's not a really good football play for 2nd long and 3rd long. It's just you just got to – it puts you in a bad spot. And so we did that a few times to ourselves. So we just got to do a better job of that. I think we're penalties away from being a really good football team on offense and defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Ashton, quick question. You was in the backfield a lot of times before 17 could even give the ball to number 1, but he ended up giving it to number 1. Awesome job Friday night, man. That's all I can say, man.
Thank you.
And then with Zach, they had a good punter that got a lot of hang time. Did that affect you any as far as fair catching those punts?
A little bit. I was afraid I was going to drop it.
When you seen catching it and falling to the ground at the same time, that's him making sure that he's in.
I'm not going to
I
drop
was going to ask that question.
Randy, you wasn't there, but I tell you, it looked like a college or a professional punter punting the ball. I mean, that sucker went sky high. And I was wondering how difficult it was for you to catch them, Zach.
It was a little difficult. There was one where it went really high, and I struggled to get that one in. But there's one I just let go because I didn't judge it right.
Right. But you did a great job as far as catching them and keeping the good field position, because it seemed like if those would have hit the ground and started rolling, they would have got some great rolls.
Thank you.
So, Coach, on the special team side, you told us earlier in the season or before the season started, you're going to have Jax to be the placeholder, but then you changed your mind and had someone else done it and had a few little miscues the other night. So I'm sure that's going to be a critical point you're going to be working on this week.
Yeah, I don't want my starting quarterback holding, and I screamed at 3 a few times during the game, and it really wasn't even his fault. 2 of them wasn't. 1 of them was. 2 of them was not. 2 of them was just bad snaps, and probably should have got on the long snapper a little bit more. But I put that's one of our backup quarterbacks there. That's my position, and I think the quarterback should have the best hands on the team, and he's there for a reason. He should be able to catch and hold, and he can do that. He's going to do a better job of it in the future. We're not moving him. He's capable of doing it. We just got to get again, 56, our center is our long snapper and everything. So we're worked a new long snapper the last 2 weeks, and he's our backup long snapper. He long snap punts, right? He got better at that. We just got to fix our field goal. We got 2 down, 1 missed field goal, 1 made extra point. We missed two snaps, wasn't right. And them 2 points are huge in a football game. And in the feel of the football game as you're going 21-0 sounds a whole lot better than 19-0, And then, so they wouldn't have scored again earlier. You was talking about defense played really well. They wouldn't have scored 6 points if we take care of what we're supposed to on offense, because we'd have made them quit, and we didn't do a very good job of finishing.
Yeah, Zach, when you came around doing the speed sweep there, or the jet sweep, it's supposed to be a little shuffle pass up to you, but they end up handing it off to you. Was that unexpected to you, or was you able to handle the ball okay?
It wasn't unexpected. It usually happens sometimes in practice if you follows a snap, so it didn't affect the run.
Hats off to the offensive line, the Coolies, and everybody else that's on there. Coach Vann, I'd like for you to name off the offensive line there, because they opened up some big holes for everybody that ran the ball Friday night.
Yeah, Aspen Cooley played center. Left guard was Luke Tuttle. Left tackle was Will Gant. Right guard was Kobe Butchum, and right tackle was Ashton Cooley. And then Ashton Cooley actually went out with cramps. Tanner Haynes went in at right guard, and Ashton went out with cramps. And so I ain't even gonna get into what I told him. And we moved Butchum to right tackle. And then so Butchum hadn't had a lot of reps to tackle. So it was kind of a move around there in the second half, and Aspen started to get cramps, so we was about to move our Will Gant to center, and we was about to move Drennan into tackle. We was about to really have some rotation in on the O-line, which would have been okay. I trust anybody who goes in there. They're going to give us everything they got. That's for sure. We just got to make sure we get better at where we're stepping and who we're picking up. But they did play well Friday night. Not the best. Their grades wasn't the best. Nowhere near where they're going to be. We put up a lot of yards. There's a lot of over 400 yards of offense, and that's with us not being grading out very well up front. That's with us not grading out very well at receiver at one or two spots, and that's the quarterback graded well, but it wasn't because of his completion percentage. We missed some balls. He got better, but we're going to get better at every aspect, hopefully, and big hats off to the O-line. Anytime you can rush a ball for right at 200 yards, we should average a little bit more now. We gotta get some stuff cleaned up and get ready to roll.
One more question, Randy, then I'll turn it back over to you. This is for you, Coach. Back into the defense, like you had a little bit of trouble there. I'm sure that's going to be addressed this week at practice as well. Were they throwing something at you that you wasn't expecting?
Yeah, they jumped in that empty look a few times, and a few of it was just we got beat man coverage on the outside, and then one play they throw a comeback, and they ran that comeback. They rolled to the comeback side 3 times, right? So they rolled to the side they're throwing the comeback route to, and the receiver 2-hand shoves their cornerback before he runs a comeback, but they didn't see that, but they were sure to see holds and not see horse collars as well. But they didn't see the 2-hand shove on their corners, so it made it look like our corners wasn't in phase and wasn't doing their job. They was doing their job. They just got 2-hand shoved, and then we didn't do our job as far as tackling number 7 over there after he caught it. We had 2 missed tackles over there, and then they broke it and scored a touchdown. But we had a few busts there. They went empty, and they run that their trips guy down the seam, and we failed to run with him on one of them, and some of the others we just got beat man coverage and some things we just got to get better at.
Coach, I did a game that was 50-47 weekend, and in that 50-47 was 2-point conversions versus missed field goals. So that, as you said, is an important part of the game, more critical than I think most fans would realize. But I want to jump to the offensive side of the football game. I cut up a couple of Jackson's plays, both touchdowns. And I know he was in a competition this year, and then we'll come back and talk about the defensive. But I want you to look at these 2 plays, Coach, and just tell me what your gut thoughts are. I can make a play now. I've dropped my phone so many times they may not play. We'll not have those highlights today. Let's just talk about how Jackson played, or Jackson played.
Played well. It was a competition between Jackson Smith and Josh Scott throughout the summer, kind of in the spring, then a little bit throughout the summer. But Josh helps us a lot at receiver, gives us a lot of height, and then Nine. He learned the offense. He made the throws I needed him to make, and he's a guy I trust both of them. I trust number 9 to do the job, and Jackson does a really good job. We're going to miss throws, and that's what me and him talked about earlier this week, yesterday, and when we went over the film. We miss throws. That's going to happen. Quarterbacks do not make the best throws every time they run back and let it go. But we've got to make sure our shoulders are right. We got to make sure we control what we control as far as that goes. And his decision-making has been really good. He threw he's going the right spot with the football. He's not making wrong decisions. We just got to get the ball in the right spot some of the time, And a few times we did, and we dropped passes. We dropped 2 big passes. We dropped a wheel route for a touchdown. We dropped a slant route. That would have been another big play that goes against his completion percentage that he did do the right thing with the football, and he did make the right read. He threw it the right spot. We just missed it. He's done a really good job. We took care of the football Friday night. We didn't have any fumbles. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't throw it an interception. So if we can not turn the football over and we can tackle the way we did Friday night, we can play special teams minus our bobbled snaps and stuff, we're going to be a good football team.
I bobbled the phone a few times, Coach. I might have hurt us there.
Yeah.
So I'll take that blame myself. They can't blame the players for dropping the football. Coach, and I'll get over to the guys for a minute. Last question for you from me. How do you get the team during the week to process off of sacks and on to Piedmont?
I think they've done a good job so far. Like we won last week. That was our goal in week 1 to beat Sachs. They're a top 10 team. They'll be a good football team. They'll win a lot of football games. But we're in region play now. That game was huge. It may help us down the road as far as we may be in a tiebreaker. Hope not. I hope we take care of business, but we'll get all their wins in the future, and we hope Sachs wins out. But moving forward to Piedmont, if it takes a lot for me to get you to forget about last week and move your mind to Piedmont, then you must not care a lot about what we're trying to accomplish, because we're trying to win a region championship. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have to win this Friday night at Piedmont. And there ain't no better place to play Piedmont than at Piedmont. If you want to beat Piedmont, let's go there and win. Let's go there and get in a war and find a way to win a football game. If we're going to play Piedmont, let's go. And if our guys are not ready for that, they need to check their steps and hang out in the locker room and let us go and just celebrate with us when we get back if we can find a way to win. They're a really good football team. And they lost last week, but you can't look at that loss. That Cherokee County is a really good football team. Piedmont's still, right now, the number 1 team in 3A, in my opinion. They are a good football team, and we got to find a way to beat the number 1 team in the state of Alabama. We can do that. We're capable of it because they're a well-coached football team with a bunch of athletes, and I think we are too. So I think we have a bunch of players that can get the job done. So it should be fun Friday night.
All right, Coach. Listen, Zach, it's Piedmont, and like Coach says, they are 3A football at its finest. And last year, of course, were the finest in the state. How excited are you to play Piedmont? Just put it that way. It's really the gut check for your program.
I'm really excited. I'm wanting payback from last year, and I want to show them who's the number 1 team.
Do you last year's game or anything that just stays with you that could have happened different that you could have done?
Probably could have made some more tackles on defense. I missed quite a few.
Now, Zach played last year's game. He was probably like 70%. I think he probably got less than 10 reps on both sides of the football the first 3 days, Monday through Wednesday. His first practice that he was able to do a lot was on Thursday. It was a walkthrough day. He had a high ankle sprain there that a lot of people wouldn't have played the next Friday night. And so he hurt his ankle week 10 against North Sun Mountain late in the game. But he toughed it out and played the next week against Piedmont. He wasn't nowhere near 100%, but he did his job. So we're excited that he's 100% going into Piedmont this year.
That's exciting for you, Zach. That's a different world.
Sorry.
All right, Ashton, tell me what's inside of you, and how excited are you to play Piedmont? And what was the first time you thought about Piedmont this week, about 11:05 on Friday night?
I mean, I thought about Piedmont as soon as Sachs. And, on the ride home, that's what I was thinking. We got sacked, or not sacked. So, thinking about Piedmont next week. And, it's a revenge game because, last year I didn't give up another sack until Piedmont, all year. I gave up my first sack in, 8 games for Piedmont, and I had, 3. So, I just want to, really, block better, make better, play better plays.
All right, how do you feel? I want to ask Coach this. I'll ask y'all. How do you feel like the week's coming so far in preparation?
It's coming fast. It's coming really fast because I feel like it was just Monday and we was just, going over it. Now, it's going to be Wednesday tomorrow, and, it's just really just polishing things up. But I feel good about where we're at right now.
Zach, same question to you. How do you feel like prep's coming this week?
I think it's going pretty good. Today was a little bit of a slow day. We messed up on some things, but we got it fixed at the end of practice. But I think we're going to be ready to play.
All right, Coach. This week, change anything from Stack's week or same practice schedule for the week?
Same schedule every week. Mark it down. Unless we do something terribly wrong and somebody messed something up, it'll be changed. But no, we
I think we
Cut out.
Your mic went out, Coach. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are, Coach.
I got you. No, we're just trying to repeat. Did you hear any of it?
Yeah,
Or did I sit here and talk for 30 seconds and
be the same no matter what, unless somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same no matter what, unless somebody messes that up. Yeah, we're gonna keep that same schedule. We're gonna roll with it.
All right, guys. Now, this part that you'll either love of the show or hate of the show. Howie, you ready for them?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Howie, I'll go first. What is your favorite meal and what you go to? I mean, you got you just starving. What do you want, Ashton?
My mom's chicken Alfredo.
See, I told him last day some of Mom's cooking. Zach, what about you?
I usually not eat nothing until pregame, so just whatever they have is good for me.
All right, you're like me. You eat anything, Howie Cheney.
You going to Piedmont Friday night? Going to play on artificial turf? Is this the first time y'all have ever been on one or played on one?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we'll be.
Are y'all looking forward to it?
Not really.
I am.
Football's supposed to be played with grass.
They wore that turf tape, on grass. So now they actually have a reason to wear it.
I don't. When you're not on the football field, what are y'all doing?
I mean, sleeping. I sleep a lot. Eating. I mean, just really nothing. I don't really have to do anything like all the other kids.
I'm either working or just riding around.
And you got the next question.
Hey, what you go to on a Friday night at the Huddle House after y'all win?
Last time I went, I couldn't even get food. So, there really ain't to go to because you can't get food. There's about an hour and a half wait. Time you get food is 12 o'clock and you already want to leave. So, there ain't to go to. I just left last time.
I went to Huddle House Friday, stayed there for like 3 hours waiting on my food. I had fun though.
Well, that's all that matters. What is and Howie kind of just asked the same question a minute ago about music. But what's in your car stereo? If we sat down right now, what would you be bumping out?
I'll listen to a lot of Morgan Wallen and like Tyler Chillers. That's probably it.
I'm with you on that one, brother. I'm both of those. That's a sweet spot right there. How about you, Zach?
Morgan Wallen and Luke Holmes. And I like Zach Bryan.
All right. Howie, you got anything else?
Randy, we need to put them on our good friend Camden. Let them listen to him.
Yeah. We're gonna. Well, I might. Camden Smith, come RiverCity-Media, and he goes Trenton. He goes to Dade County High School. He's a senior, and he's trying, man. He's out there doing his thing already. Matter of fact, he's playing. I told him I'd promote it this weekend in Chattanooga at a nice little venue. But I think y'all would like him. Back over to you, Coach, and I'm not going to ask you your favorite food. I promise. We'll just text Hannah Vann when we want to know that. But all right, all into sacks. Over with. What is your challenge as a staff? Get these guys ready for Piedmont and game plan. Start on Monday, start on Sunday, start on Saturday. When do y'all start breaking Piedmont film down?
We start on Saturday. We got to put, them coaches got to get everything in the huddle before we meet on Sunday at 2:00 so we can run reports. So if you don't start on Saturday, you're probably getting said something to when you walk in the office on Sunday if your stuff's not not all in. So we start early, and the challenge. They're really good on both sides of the football. I wouldn't say it's any more as far as game plan and stuff. It's the same challenge you face every Sunday. Is how can we get our players in the best position to win this football game? And it's the same questions you ask yourself every week, and every week presents a different challenge and a different way that you, as a coach, can plan to overcome that challenge. So I feel good about the game plan. And then you got to go out there and practice the game plan. You have to execute it on Friday night. So I feel like the staff's done a really good job. We just have to finish up this work week. Like today, we're still messing up some things. Mondays is the day that we really show the team our game plan for the week. Tuesday, we're really going to rep it a lot. And Wednesday, we're going to do all team stuff, and we're going to rep it in situationals. And so tomorrow has to be a really good day as far as getting our checks and understand what we're going to do on offense. And most of the time on offense, there's nothing really that new to it. We're running the same plays. We're just tagging some different routes and different ways of doing things. But staff's done a really good job.
2 hours on Wednesday, Coach? You get everything in? Is that a 2 hour?
We actually knock it down to about 1:45
All right.
on Wednesdays. They probably don't feel like that, but it is. We're normally out a little early. Today's a little longer day. Tuesdays goes a little bit longer. Mondays is about that, right at 2 hour mark.
All right, Coach. Anything you want to say? Fan base needs to travel this week with you.
Needs to travel. We have the opportunity to do something special. To be back-to-back top 10 teams in the state of Alabama 3A. I don't think that's probably happening. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're going to try to make that happen this year. We don't always have that opportunity, and we're going to go down there and try to put ourselves in the driver's seat in the region. We have a tough region, and this gives us an opportunity to do something special right off the bat. Our kids are ready, and they need all the support they can get.
Absolutely. Ashton, anybody you want to give a shout out to? Hello, whatever you want to do. Your open mic for you.
I guess Coach Clark, I would love it for putting me in a good position in Griffin Haygood, since he actually didn't. Well, no, freak that. No, he didn't get shot. He got burned every play. We can talk about it. Never mind.
No, we didn't.
All right.
He can actually listen. We missed one tackle out there. All right. The rest of the time he tackled. He missed one tackle, and it wasn't pretty. But he missed one tackle. The rest of the time he did his job, and he's been getting better this week as well. So we need him to be good Friday night.
Yeah. He got it hard enough 2 weeks ago on here. If y'all didn't see that, it's pretty bad. I kind of felt bad for him a little bit. All right. Before you go, you Alabama fan, Auburn fan? Who's your college football? War Eagle. All right. Jack, same question. Fire at you. Who you want to shout out to?
Can't think of anybody.
Well, you shout out to me, Zach. I'll be there for you. We got it.
I'll shout out to Coach Wilson.
All right. Who's your favorite college football team?
Alabama.
I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of that during the year. That's a new question I had this week, Howie. All right, Cheney, you did an excellent job for a man that was calling the game and texting me updates. I was getting play-by-play updates, Coach. It was almost like I had an instant film there. So good job. I appreciate you getting me on Huddle, too. It's a lot of fun. Just watching the cut-ups you coaches put in the next couple of days. And the videos are working, but I cracked my screen and it won't let me when I touch it. Won't let me go now. But Coach, next week we'll have game films of Piedmont. We'll be talking with a couple of players, and you know what? I think it's about time to get Coach Clark on here again, either this or next week or the week after next, and just talk some defense with him, maybe.
That'd be good. Thank you, guys.
Go ahead, Coach. Sorry.
No, thank y'all guys for what y'all do. We appreciate you.
Coach, best hour of the week for me. Howie Chaney, you got any comments?
I just got one quick question for Zach before he goes. You and Coach Wilson got a little high five, chest bump, something that takes place after the victory line. When did that start?
It's actually, we do it before the first kickoff. It started, I believe, sacks of last year. And then we just made something out of it every game.
That's cool. Guys, I really appreciate you coming on here, spending 45 minutes to an hour with us. Y'all could have been at home doing whatever. Ashton could have been sleeping, like he said, but you you stayed up and stayed with us. Appreciate it, Coach Vann. As always, appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
I'll be there on the sideline keeping some stats for you Friday night. So maybe I won't screw up too bad.
No.
Ad coach, so I check his ad, and that's his problem. You know, he does good on negatives. It's the ad that gets Coach Vann, again, we're doing something no other high school that I know of in the state of Alabama or state of Tennessee does. I appreciate you getting on here, and we try to stay out of the game plan. But I appreciate you coming. I appreciate the young men coming. We'll be back same time next Tuesday. And again, the offer is always open. Donate to the quarterback club, and next week we can have your business as our lead sponsor. So somebody go in and take that spot. Coach Vann, Howie Chaney, Ashton, Zach, this is Randall. We'll see you next week after the Piedmont game.